Sheikh, in terms of dawah organizations inviting different youth for conferences, etc., to deliver lectures, often they are faced with challenges from the speakers demanding too much money, £1,000 or some less than that or some more than that. Even sometimes they specify that they want you to cover the petrol for them to get from their home to the airport and every kind of special
the petrol from the home to the
airport. Some of them demand specific 5-star hotel, etc. And some of them demand business class flights. And some of them, when they come, they spend maybe £300-400 extra on the hotel, ordering extra things, etc. So they waste a lot of money as well. Some of them, they just bring their families without even informing us and expecting the organizers to pay for everything for their families as well. What are the guidelines? We want to give some advice to at least the future speakers and du'at. How is this from the Sunnah? Is it allowed? If it's allowed, is it how the Prophet ﷺ would have done?
Yeah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. This became a very big issue, a very huge issue. And we started to hear some unbelievable stories about how much speakers demand for their Islamic talks. One of the very astonishing stories that I came across recently is one of the speakers. He came to the UK for a tour, and they have given him, the organization that invited him, they said that he asked for a big amount of money, and we agreed. And then he was visiting one of the cities, and the khatib in that city, in the masjid in that city, did not come for whatever reason. So they said, it might be a good chance to ask this specific speaker to give the khutbah. So they went to him and asked him. Wallahi, you won't believe it. That the speaker asked for £1,000 more in order to deliver a khutbah Jum'ah in a city that he is already there. I was sitting next to Sheikh Kamal al-Makki in Denmark, and this issue came. This issue now is becoming a big issue, and it is always discussed in meetings with the shuyukh, with the speakers. I always discuss it with our shuyukh, our speakers, our du'at, because it became so big, it became so bad that we really need to do something about it. Sheikh Kamal al-Makki, he said that he hosted the speaker. Obviously, he didn't say who the speaker is, and we do not want to mention names. And he said that the speaker raised a good amount of money. That was in America. I think it was in America. And good amount of money, I think over $100,000. He asked for 50% of that money. He said, Wallahi, I was there and I witnessed that he asked for 50% of that money. Subhanallah al-Azim. This is becoming ridiculous. We came across the stories, and I saw the emails where the speaker is asking for certain things to be paid and compensated. As you said, the petrol. Some speakers are specifying the type of bed they would like to set to have in the hotel, not because of maybe of health reasons, but they want a king size. They don't feel embarrassed. Me as a sheikh, I should feel embarrassed to ask for luxury dunya matters that I don't need. So to ask for a bed king size, or to demand a big amount of money, let alone halal and haram. Subhanallah, you as a speaker, you as a sheikh, what are you promoting? What are we promoting? Aren't we promoting that people, be fearful of Allah Jalla wa Ala? People will be more charitable. People will not be indulged so much in dunya. This is one of our key messages. And we quote a number of ayat اعلموا أنما الحياة الدنيا لعب ولهو وزينة وتفاخر وتكاثر بينكم في الأموال والأولاد. Yes, and وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. We are good in quoting those ayat that confirm that haya is just amusement. It is just a game. And we quote also the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ when the Prophet ﷺ said, الدنيا ملعونة ملعونة ملعون ما فيها, except for the dhikr of Allah Jalla wa Ala. Yes, the dunya is mal'una. And the Prophet ﷺ said, fear the dunya and fear the nisa. And we are falling into these things. Now don't tell me, some speakers, they say, we have families to support. Yes, you have families to support. But when you demand for one lecture £1,000 or $1,000, so are you telling me that is the only income for you? Okay? Are you telling me that is the only income for you? Okay? Even if we say that it is the only income for you, don't make it, my dear brothers and sisters, my dear mashayikh and my dear du'at, don't make it as business, because da'wah is not business. I know that some organizations, they would like the work they are doing to be professional, and they are mixing between professionalism and transferring it to be a business. Subhanallah. We all know that the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, there is no more fearful thing or more worrying thing to your deen, okay, than the fitna of money, okay, and fame. In the hadith, ما ذئبان جائعان أرسلا على غنم بأفسد لها من حرص المرء على من حرص المرء للمال وللمال على دينه. Okay, the hadith of ما ذئبان جائعان, look at it. What does it say? The gesture of it is this, that to be keen to acquire money, yes, and fame. This destroys your deen. This destroys your deen more than two hungry wolves, okay, destroy in a cattle, in a folk of cattle. Subhanallah. We all know these things, and mashallah, we are very professional in talking about this. As I said, we are very professional in talking about dunya. But when it comes to us, we find hundreds of excuses. We say that we have families, as I said. Even if you have family, don't make it as a business. Don't make it as a business. I will deliver one lecture, you give me £1,000. But you are already there. No. Wallahi, I came across a story that one of the speakers, he gave his lecture, yeah, for a particular amount of money, and then he was sitting among the audience. A brother supposed to give a reminder, something happened, so they had like 10-15 minutes slot. So they asked the speaker, all what he needs to do is to step out of his chair and to go in the front and to give a reminder of 10-15 minutes. He asked for £200. Okay, he might say, well, this is not a big amount of money. Even if he asked for £10, I'm talking about the concept. Do you, subhanallah, ask for money for giving maw'idah and reminder for people? This is ajib. And you are already there. You are not going to travel. You are not going to lose anything. Yes, the scholars differed on taking money to teach Quran. Teaching Quran. Yeah, some scholars said, no, teach Quran freely, fi sabilillah. Because إن الذين يشترون بعهد الله وأيمانهم ثمنا قليلا ما يأكلون في بطونهم إلا النار, and many other verses. طيب, so they said, generally speaking, teaching the book of Allah Jalla wa Ala should be free. And other scholars said, no, you can take money, okay, but then demand too much. Now I know you will immediately jump, what does too much mean? Let us not discuss it. But the point is, when they say don't demand too much, what does it mean? It means don't make it a business. That is the concept. It is not a matter of how we judge what is much and what is less. Okay? And they said that the hadith the hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, okay, when a group of companions visited a town, and then the chief of that town, he was stung, and then they cured him by doing ruqya for him. Yeah, so they gave them a gift, And before they refused to host them. So they took this gift to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they asked him, is it allowed to take money for the ruqya using Surah Al-Fatiha? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked the companion, who told you that it is a ruqya? And then he said, do you have something of what they have given to you? Let me eat part of it, in order to show them that it is allowed. But again, some scholars said they did not make it as a business to start with, but they asked them to give them for money because they needed money. Yes, because they were travelers, and that city or the chief of that city or that town refused to host the group of the companions in the first place. That's why they asked for money. But the issue is they did not ask money from the beginning. They did not ask a big amount of money. The scholar said you should not do that, in order to not to make it as a business, teaching the book of Allah Jalla wa'ala for this. Similarly, do you teach people how to pray and you ask them money? Subhanallah. Imagine. Yeah. A speaker was walking in the street, and then a brother told him, Ya akhi, give me an advice. Give me money, I'll give you an advice. Or a speaker was walking in the street, and the parent told him, yeah, my son is disobedient to me. Yes, give him an advice. He said, no, I can't give you. Give me money, I'll give him. Subhanallah. Is it like this? Now immediately they will say, no, we need family, we are traveling. Yes, you can take the traveling expenses. You can take maybe little bit amount of money after that. I can't understand why the speaker is asking to travel on a first class. Wallahi, organizations that are collecting a pound over a pound, yes, pennies from people to run their activities, and then our speakers come to them and they ask for a business class or a first class. And sometimes, the business class or the first class, the business class is 4 times the economy class. The price of the business class is 4 times the business class, the economy class. And they are asking for this. One of the speakers, this happened while I am there. One of the speakers, in one of the events, the brother who was organizing, I was sitting with him. He had a call from the speaker, and he said, subhanallah, those speakers are giving us headache. Yes? He said, I said, what is happening? He said, the speaker, he was not invited. Okay? But we knew that he was in a country that is close by. So we told him, if you are there, you can come. So he said, let me think about it. Then he called us and he said, yes, I can come. Yeah? Book me a ticket. So the brother is saying that, okay, he was traveling to his own country, but he wanted us to book the entire route for him. So he's using us to book for the entire ticket. He said, okay, no problem. We booked the ticket for him. Okay, that is not a problem. Then, and he is going to stop over for almost maybe 12, 13 hours. Yeah. So he demanded a 5-star hotel. Okay. Then we said to him, okay, no problem. We will do that. Then he said, he's calling me now and to say, Sheikh, our brother, I am bringing my wife with me. Book for her a ticket. Subhanallah. And book for her a ticket. She's not one of the speakers. And he was invited. We told him, if you are traveling to your country, you can stop over here. We can pay the difference and come give us a lecture. It is a matter of few hours. And he demanded the price of the whole trip. Okay, and now he is demanding a ticket for his wife, subhanallah, and a hotel. And he's stopping over for a few hours only. It is becoming too much, my dear brothers and sisters. I don't want to talk about how some speakers started to mess around with sisters. This is another subject. Okay? But I would like to focus on this thing. And wallahi, ya brothers, in many occasions, number of organizers of events confirmed the following. They said to me, number from different countries, by the way. And by the way, I'm not talking about a specific speaker. And I am sure that many of the speakers will think that I'm talking about them. Yes, I'm talking about them, but I'm not talking about a particular person, but everyone. You know, when everyone feels that you are talking about him, means he is violating it. Okay? Wallahi, number of brothers from different backgrounds, those who organize events, they said the following, which is very sad. They said that we found that the speakers, generally speaking, are just normal people when it comes to money. In fact, some of them said we found that the speakers are more keen to capitalize on our needs and to make money from their da'wah. Yeah, this is one. The other thing they said, we found that the speakers are less than average in terms of their akhlaq and in terms of their ibadah. It is really, it reached to a point where we really need to speak about it, and we really need to put an end to it. Please, I don't want to say, well, 100 pounds is reasonable, 200 pounds is reasonable, and 300 pounds is reasonable. The key thing is, don't make it as a business. If you really need money as a speaker, you can ask them. You can say, مثلا, brothers in this organization, you know that I have a family, etc., etc. So whatever you can, help, I really appreciate it. I don't have another source of income. Whatever you can. You can put it like this. Yeah. Some speaker said, we do not want to beg. No, you are not begging, but don't make it a business. So if you don't want to beg, you will make it as a business. I will give, like, wallahi, one of the Imams. It's very amazing. It's very, very astonishing. One of the Imams, he was invited to lead Taraweeh prayer. They asked him, Sheikh, can you just extend it a little bit? Yeah, and instead of just leading every day for 1 hour, just expand the salah. MashaAllah, you have nice recitation. Just make it 1 hour. I think they told him extend it by 15 or 20 minutes. He demanded money for that. Subhanallah al-Azim. Money for extended the salah. Wallahi, such a speaker, I don't want him. Such an imam, I don't want him. Because this person, look up, be careful. This person is what? Is doing da'wah to take money, is praying to take money, and that invalidates his action, that invalidates his da'wah. Why? Da'wah is ibadah. Salah is ibadah. Yeah, salah is ibadah. In particular, salah. Okay, leave da'wah. Don't, I retract my word regarding da'wah. You have to be careful. Salah is ibadah. Okay, salah is ibadah. If the person is praying in order to take money, then his salah is invalid. Okay, as Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah ta'ala said, if you do hajj to take money, yes, in hajj al-badal, to do hajj on behalf of others, then your hajj is invalid. To do hajj in order to take money. Because what? Because إنما الأعمال بالنيات وما أمروا إلا ليعبدوا الله مخلصين له الدين. All the adillah that talk about ikhlas is a condition for the validity of the action. Okay? But he said, no. You want to go for hajj, but you can't go for hajj unless someone helps you, financially. Then your hajj is valid and you might get the full, inshallah, you will get the full reward. So he said, man hajja liyakhudh, this is problematic and it might be invalid or it is invalid. But man akhadha liyahuj, this is allowed. So the one who takes in order to make hajj, this is allowed. But the one who makes hajj only in order to take, this definitely invalidates his ibadah. Now, similarly, The one who we should do da'wah, my dear brothers and sisters, not to take money. No, we have to be careful because there is no ikhlas. But we should take money to be able to do da'wah. Okay? So the person can say, the speaker can say, listen brothers, you know that I have a family, etc. And normally I give a guideline that every day if you can give me this much amount of money. Right? And it is a guideline, not it is a must. And moreover, why asking? Some speakers are asking for every single day £1,000. And wallahi, I came across the speakers. They give the talk and they just leave immediately. They go for shopping, they go for sightseeing, etc. And one of the speakers, in fact, more than one speaker, many speakers said, wallahi, it is a very good holiday. He's just giving a talk, one of those talks that he is already acquainted with, and then the rest he just even they abuse the brothers who are there. Yeah, drop me here, take me here, let us go for sightseeing, let us go for lunch, dinner, expensive hotels, etc., etc. MashaAllah, 2-3 days he's going like this, and then he is going back to his family. This is a holiday, it's not a da'wah. Is a holiday, it's not a da'wah. Don't fool ourselves that, oh, I'm going to Norway, I'm going here and there to give da'wah. You are going for a holiday. And you are going for a holiday and business because you are coming back with a good amount of money. For one day, they are asking for £1,000. I have been told, I haven't, all these cases, I came across them. Yeah, I saw them, I witnessed them by myself. But I came across another situation. One of the organizers told me about the following scenario. He said he invited a speaker and the speaker demanded that 5 people will come with him. Now, by the way, it is a norm. The speaker, he needs a PA. Yeah, and the speaker travels on a first class and the other one will travel on the first class or business class, both of them. Yeah, and in many cases they ask for 2 rooms. Yeah, which is really ajib. Okay, not in they can't share 1 bedroom. And some of those speakers, by the way, if you go to their houses, wallahi, they are living in a very, very simple way because they don't have income or for whatever reason. So now, when you go for da'wah, you want to live as a first-class person. But at least live as you used to live and take some money for your family. Why are you just making it a holiday and ask for luxury? Yeah? So, my dear brothers and sisters, fear Allah. And now we see that there is no barakah. Yeah? Let alone that many of the speakers started to compromise on so many things because they are afraid that the main source of income for them, which is so-called da'wah, is going to stop. Yeah? This is what is happening. So, as I said, the first guideline is, okay, don't make it as business. Even now, astaghfirullah, not all, maybe most of the speakers have contracts, and you need to pay in this in this time. By the way, I saw it myself. Okay, or the brothers who had this scenario, they sent to me asking me the following question: that one of the speakers told them in the contract that you have to pay I think 50% in the beginning or before the event and 50% by the end of the event. If you fail to pay on time, an extra 20% charge, yeah, will be put or will be added. Subhanallah al-Azim. Let alone that it is riba. But is this da'wah? Is this da'wah? Are you telling me that the speaker, mashallah, or are you telling me that Allah will put barakah in such da'wah? Yeah? So, don't make it as business. Okay? The other thing is, whenever you don't need certain things, you don't need a business class. Most of us travel, when we travel by ourselves, we don't travel by, okay, normal class. Yeah? If there are some health issues, this is another thing. Although now most of the speakers claim that they have health issues, so that's why they want business class or first class. So the second guideline is, if you don't need it and you can live with a simpler version, do it. Because, my dear brothers and sisters, you are consuming the money of da'wah. The money of da'wah has been taken from the people for the purpose of calling people to Islam, not to pay the expenses of a speaker who is demanding a first class trip or 5 stars hotel or 6 stars hotel. If you were to ask the people whom you are asking them for money, for donation, that I am going to use your money to pay so and so his first class or his business class, they would say, no, we don't want him. Or if you ask them, no, the speakers I am inviting, I will give every one of them £1,000 a day. Or I came across a case, sorry, I did not came across that case. Someone told me that the speaker was asking for $5,000 per day. Wallahi, this is the biggest maybe solicitor in the world. 5,000. That speaker, that brother told me about the speaker he invited. He asked for 5 people to come with him. Yeah. One, I said 5. We understand one PA. He said no. He has PA and one someone to write the speech for him, and another one to do massage. Wallahi, I said, I can't believe in what we said, and still now I can't believe in it. It can't go here. Yeah. And the 5th one, I don't know. I forgot why he is asking. Okay, 5 people to come with him. Subhanallah al-Azim. And you are telling me that this is da'wah, and Allah Jalla wa Ala will put barakah in it. Yeah. Where are these speakers? Sheikh Salih al-Husayyan. Salih al-Husayyan, rahimahullah ta'ala, he was the chief of Haramain, yeah, before Sheikh Sudais, okay, the director of the affairs of Haramain, and he had a number of positions. And as one person told me, that the government, the Saudi government, they would like him to take any position, and they don't mind paying him whatever. Okay, because he is a knowledgeable person, intelligent person. He knows different languages. He has the classical knowledge and the legal side. He knows law. I think he had a degree in law. He traveled everywhere, etc., etc. Whenever he used to travel, many people confirm this. He used to ask people to stay in their masjid. To stay in their masjid. Imagine, yeah. Sheikh Yahya al-Yahya, one of the mashayikh in Medina, he used to ask people to stay with them. Now, I know that, okay, maybe to stay with someone might not be convenient for him. Don't take this example and say, yo, look, you are asking me to stay with the brothers. It is not convenient for me. It is not convenient with them. Don't use this to justify for yourself asking for the best hotel. One of the speakers, I came across this situation. One of the mashayikh, he was invited from another country to deliver a few lectures. They took him, the brothers took him to, I think, to Hilton Hotel. Yeah. I'm confused. I don't remember. Was it there? There were 2 hotels, Hilton and Marriott. Okay. I think they took him to Hilton Hotel. The brother told me, Wallahi ya Sheikh, that he visited in London a few hotels. The brother, he visited a few Hilton hotels in order to make sure that the room is wide enough for the Sheikh who is coming. And then he said, the Sheikh came, he went to the room, and he said, it is a Hilton hotel. Definitely it is a clean hotel in London. Yeah, maybe the room is not that spacious. So he said, are you going to put me in this room? They said, no, Sheikh, what do you want? What do you want? He said, no. Take me to the other hotel, I think Marriott Hotel. Subhanallah. And then when the Sheikh stands up in the khutbah, ittaqullah, yeah, don't be involved much in the dunya. The dunya, you are going to die. And the Prophet ﷺ said, no human being will step forward on the day of resurrection except he will be asked about 4 things. About his life, about his money, where did he acquire it from, and where did he spend it, and so on and so forth. He will say this in a very profound way. He will talk about the Salaf and how they used to avoid loving the dunya and having zuhd, and how the Prophet ﷺ was living a very, very simple life. And when he passed by, when Umar ibn al-Khattab said, Ya Rasulullah, why don't we bring you a better bed? And then Umar ibn al-Khattab, then the Prophet ﷺ said, oh, I'm just a traveler passing by a tree, and leaving that tree. Anyway, sorry for taking much time in answering this question, but because really it is something that started to be too much, and it is going way above the etiquettes of the da'wah that we know, and it became out of proportion. We have to speak about it, and we have seen many practices by some du'at that have to be stopped or even condemned. جزاكم الله خيرا. بارك الله فيكم. سلام عليكم.